Earth signs, hello my darlings, welcome to your weekly reading. I am using the Sacred Forest Oracle followed by the Druidcraft Tarot deck for your messages for this week. We're going to look at the situation or problem, we're going to look at the solution, and then we're going to look at the outcome. But first of all, with the Sacred Forest Oracle, I am going to draw you just an overriding message from Spirit for your reading. These readings are for those that resonate with them. You hear them within your divine timing. They are timeless. If they do resonate, or I resonate as a reader, thank you so much as ever for your likes, for your subscribes, your mentions, shares, and becoming members of this channel. Until the end of today, I'm doing a special offer to celebrate World Tarot Day yesterday of 30% off all of my fixed price readings. This is in addition to the 30-minute pay what you can online readings. I also offer links in the description box below. So let's move ahead with the reading and let's look at Taurus first of all, my darlings. Let's see what your overriding message is from Spirit. Thank you. For those that most need to hear it, Spirit, thank you. We have got protection. Guardians of the land has come out for you. You can see that beautiful stag there. So this card, my darling, is to say that you're obviously protected. This is a time where you feel you need, feel that need to be protected. It's very important this time that you do say those words, I am supported, and then see what shows up to support you with the universe. You've got here 21, which is 2, which is about the decisions you're making at this time for newness, for change. And 2 and 1 makes 3, which is about growth, my darling. So this is about also in this place that you are standing in a place of protection. It is also to be not in judgment of yourself, not in judgment of others as well, and just be responsible for not so much how others are thinking and feeling, but for your own well-being at this time. Put yourself first in this situation. Let's have a look to see what the situation, the problem is. Thank you, Spirit, for Taurus, using the Druidcraft Tarot deck. It's a beautiful day here in England. We've actually had some extraordinary days recently. Thank you, Spirit. We have got the 7 of Swords. So I feel with this that there is something that's, I'm getting the words, that is eluding you at this time. There is something that perhaps you have a disillusionment about. You can't see. The illusion of something is blocking the real truth of something for you. You are trying very, very hard to discover what it is. And I feel this is why it's so important you got this protection card, because you can see he's sort of in his turret and he feels here safe, secure, protected. And there's a lot of wisdom that's happening when you retreat from what is happening and you give yourself the time and space that you need. I feel that there is heartache in this situation. I feel it is matters to do with the heart as well. But you've been for a long time trying to make rhyme and reason, I'm getting, of this sense of it. And remember, with the 7 of Swords, it is a temporary situation. This too shall pass, and the insights that you are looking will come to you. Can you see the new moon that's through the window there? So there is a point that is happening to this, and perhaps put your pen down, stop trying so hard to make sense of it, and hand the problem, hand the question over to the universe to say, thank you for me seeing what I'm meant to see in this situation. Thank you for showing me and helping me and supporting me out of it. I know it's very uncomfortable. The 7 of Swords is always something that can be very disruptive to one's life. It can be very hurtful to one's life. I feel that, you may have felt that there has been something taken from you and you're not quite sure how to deal with that. So there is a conflict, there is a struggle, but remember, within the struggle, within the conflict, there are always gifts too. There is always something beautiful that comes out of something horrible, really. So look for the beauty in the situation, look for the truth, look for the support, look for the growth that you are going through, look for the changes within you that have come as an aspect of this, because there is a lot of wisdom, my darling. And I know you've put down your sword, as in you don't want to be in this anymore. You don't want to be in conflict anymore. You don't want to be hurt anymore. You're not a victim of this. You're looking for a way out. So let's see what the solution is for you. Thank you. Let me just move these cards over here. Thank you, Spirit. What is the solution? Thank you for Taurus. What is the solution to the Seven of Swords? Solution to the Seven of Swords. These are big old cards, these cards. Thank you, Spirit. Solution to the Seven of Swords. Thank you. There we go. Strength. Yeah, absolutely. The Strength card is, as you know, one of the major arcanas, and it is therefore this big life experience that you are going through at this time. But there is, within this space, you see the sword also that's been put down there too. So this is about this willpower, this inner strength, this energy, this drive that you had to move forward at this time. This is you looking to make a change. And Spirit is asking you to continue with this resolution that you have for yourself, to be resolved to move forward, to not be stuck. There has been a sense of security, and we can all feel this sometimes within situations where we want to close doors, we want to close ranks. But this is, yes, it is about moving away from things that are uncomfortable, but it is about the continuing movement forward that you're being asked to do, one step at a time. The universe has your back. Ask the universe, thank the universe for its support, and it will send those that are ready to support you. And there is, in this card, there is, you see the little spring flowers here. There is the beginnings of change for you. So continue to walk away, continue to make it your resolution that you will not be involved, that you will not get sort of pulled back into something, that you will look to defend your position, but in a way, actually sometimes with silence, with saying nothing at all, saying nothing at all, because when you're in a Seven of Swords space, the Seven of Swords is somebody who may have done something that has affected you so strongly but they need to go and repeat another cycle in their life. They are dealing with it within their own place of pain. And actually you've been left with something that can give you truth and clarity about yourself and about them too. But it is to say that there is nothing you can say at this time that's going to make any difference or any impact on that situation. Your best counsel is to keep the counsel to yourself and to ask for support from those that do listen and do understand, but to expect at this time that there is nothing to be done with being in that Seven of Swords space. Continue to look to move forward. That's your resolution. That's the solution to this problem. And then let's have a look at the outcome for you. Thank you. Something that's in your energy, that's in the near future for you. Thank you. If you continue to move away from this, continue to look to move away from this. And you have the Hangman in reverse, a naked hangman in reverse. So you have this Hangman in reverse. So what you have felt that has been stuck, halted, no movement, suddenly, with continuing that resolution for yourself, you're going to receive new insights. You're going to have a different perception. And I feel you already are. My eyes have been caught by the little bluebells that are in this card here. So that is to say that there is a lot of truth coming through now for you. A lot of, and you've got the wheat being cut here, so that there has been, and I feel this is all going to happen for you perhaps later in this summer. We're coming into these glorious days of summer, and I feel a lot of things are going to be cut away from your life in order to make way for new growth. And the Hangman is to say, have a little patience, but because it's in reverse, it is to say you are beginning to see things from a new perspective. And this is a choice that you have made for yourself, to not just rush into the next thing and perhaps repeat cycles, but you've made the choice to reflect. You've made the choice to make a shift for yourself, my darling. I feel it is to do with love. I feel that's important But then most of the time when our feelings are hurt, it is because we love somebody, whatever form that love may take. And I feel as well that you haven't felt actually that you have been able to speak. And perhaps the universe is saying to you, that feeling is because you know that there is no point in saying things that another can't hear, because a person can only meet you as far as they've met themselves, my darling. And if you've gone further than that, then there is no way that there is a dialogue that can be had that will give you any form of satisfaction. So it is about walking away from something and letting the universe support you at this time. So there we are. That's your reading. I'm going to be doing the June readings next week. In the meantime, take care and have a lovely weekend, my darlings. Bye-bye. Virgo, hello, my darlings. Welcome to your weekly reading. Let's see what the Oracle deck has to say for you, first of all, as an overriding message for this reading. I hope you're all well, my darlings. Let's have a look to see. Oh, that one flew out for you. Well, I like to see this. Transmutation and prosperity. My eyes saw that at the bottom of the deck. Something is... it's not just transforming, it's transmutating. Things are changing in such a way that they're almost unrecognizable from what they were before. And I feel this is very much a physical thing for you. I feel because this is the phoenix rising up from the ashes, that something that ended in your life, that, you know, literally has become ash, and ash actually is incredibly rich, has brought about a new, much more powerful, prosperous outcome for you. And you are rising up towards that now. And I feel that you can still feel perhaps the, how do I say this, Spirit? You can still feel the heat from that fire. You can still feel, there is still feeling from what has happened, but it is driving you forward and away from it. So there is a transmutation. There is actual physical change that's happening in your life. Maybe, you know, this is something for you that involves the physical being. Maybe it is within relationships, maybe it is within your career, your life path, my darling, but it is leading. The overall message here with the bee spirit is prosperity. And I feel that you have a much more spontaneous response to life now, where perhaps you were beforehand more controlled in your reactions in terms of how you reacted to life. But now there's a much more of a fluid response from you, and spontaneous response, and the universe is responding to that and showing you as life itself that there is magic just around the next corner, and this is about the sweet nectar of life, and you enjoying your life so much more. So let's have a look to see what the situation is for you, the problem is for you, however you want to perceive that. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Situational problem for Virgo, for those that most need to hear it. We have got the star, and the wheel has come out too. So first of all, this is to say, as you know, the star card is to say, trust in your future, trust in that bright, prosperous future. The universe is responding to what you are doing for yourself. You've put yourself first. You made a conscious and a subconscious choice to reflect, to release, to renew. And there is huge vulnerability in doing that. You haven't just gone and put on another outfit, another kind of persona, and gone out and done something again that you've done before. This is not a repeat for you anymore. This is a new cycle, not a repeated cycle. And there is something incredibly spiritual about what you are doing. And it is the connection between the mind, the body, and the soul at this time. Maybe you have been involved with any energy healing. Maybe you have had Reiki, whatever it is, my darling. This is something that has been very, very important for you. And you can see here, do you see with the water dropping in, there is a ripple effect now for what you are doing. So think about what you're doing with your long-term goals and your direction. And this ripple effect actually for both emotional and the physical manifestation is making a change. This healing that you are doing is making a change for you both physically, from material things, and also emotionally, my darling. So, you know, if you are looking at a long-term goal for yourself, have a huge degree of optimism, because this is the sign from the universe that there is better to come because of what you're doing now. So let's have a little look-see at the solution for you. Thank you. What's coming after the star? What is Spirit's advice for the solution? The World. I love to see the World card. This is the completion for you. This is that balance, that harmony here. This is you finding harmony, finding balance, finding peace, finding understanding. This is fulfillment. And the solution is to understand that what is kind of alchemizing into your life, blending into your life, is the ending of something and the beginning of something new. And this is why you've had to do so much of this, sometimes heavy duty, heavy carrying, releasing and healing. And these are two major arcanas here alongside that transmutation. So I'm not surprised to see that things are changing for you in the physical world quite drastically as well. The universe is also saying to you with this, if you see the cup, the sword, the pentacle and the wand, is that you are in alignment. Everything is in harmony, as I said, in balance. And so this is a very powerful time for you manifesting. So be very aware of the as above, down below. And, you know, universe is responding to who you are at the moment. And your vibration is on the up, it's on the increase. And it's sending out a very clear message to the universe, which is responding to you. So, and I come back to that transmutation and prosperity. And when I look at the word prosperity within the B, it's not just about financial, it's about community, it's about doing things for others, it's about the richness in life, the sweetness of life, when we randomly and joyfully and spontaneously embrace the present, the now, and what we receive as a part of that, what we receive as life itself when we are being life itself. So beautiful cards there for you. And what is the outcome, Spirit? Thank you. The outcome, please, after the star and the world. Really big reading for you, my darlings. The Queen of Cups, of course it is. So you've had what you might call, I'm going to say a checkered past, but not in a rude way. I'm going to say there have been so many things at play in your life, so many moves in your life, so many changes in your life, so many cycles of things in your life. And it has given you such a strong, deep understanding and wisdom that comes from not only your growing psychic awareness and psychic abilities, but your choice still to give, still to understand, still to be compassionate, still to be love, despite what some may think has happened to you, but actually you've become more and more aware that it has happened for you. And you're never afraid to get up and do something for others. And Spirit wants you to embrace all of the knowledge and the skills and the abilities and the wisdom and everything that you've gathered, because as the Queen of Cups, you're calling something in. I'm going to pull you one more card for this. You're getting up because there is a sense of, and there has been patience of something coming in for you, my darling. So let's have a look to see. Oh, sorry, I've got all these other cards caught up. Thank you. What's coming in for the Queen of Cups? Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, and there's your prosperity. The 10 of Pentacles. And on the bottom of the deck, the 6 of Cups. So I feel you sense it in the air. I feel you've also been doing maybe certain rituals and, as I said, cleansing rituals and attunement all of it, marvelous, brilliant, direct hotline to the universe kind of stuff. So the 10 of Pentacles, that is that prosperity that we talked about. And it is something that you've been working very, very hard for. And whether this is within your relationships, with your connections, with your soulmate, with partnerships, with friends, with family, but I feel very, very much that this is something that is present in your life, but is changing for something else, because we've got that transmutation that's come in here. And 1, 2, 3. I'm just looking at something here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and you've let go of how you think it ought to happen, and actually you're more in wonder now of how this 10 of Pentacles is actually showing up in your life. And with the 6 of Cups, there is a great sense, this is the outcome as well, there is a great sense of peace, and peace comes from, well, true happiness is peace. So, you know, if this reading's resonated with you, there is going to be this beautiful outcome that has literally, things have shape-shifted into what you have always desired them to be. So there we are, my darlings. I'm going to leave that there for you, the beautiful reading. I trust that that has helped you, and I look forward to doing another reading for you, which will be June next week for you, my darlings. So much love. Take care. Bye-bye. Capricorn, hello, my darlings. Welcome to your weekly reading. Let's see what the Oracle deck has for you, first of all. Thank you for Capricorn. That's flown out for you. Ooh, we'd love to see this. We've got Miracles. The Rainbow Waterfall has come out for you. I feel that you have very much just surfaced from something, just come out of something that's almost sort of taken your breath away. That it has taken some time, but you're just coming back into that space where you're really, truly beginning to appreciate the growing sense of peace and relief and enjoyment of life as well. And there is a feeling in the air for you of a newness. There is a feeling in the air of just having that illusion of the beginnings, the signs of things changing for you. And the miracles, it's such a beautiful conception, miracle, isn't it? Miracle is something that can't be explained logically, scientifically. And I always say it's God's wink, it's the universe's wink, it's the universe's God's show of support in a very extraordinary way. And so expect some form of miracle, something happening for you that you have been quietly hoping for, trusting in, believing in, knowing in. And it's going to come suddenly, and it's going to come because you've chosen now to do that and create movement, create energetic movement in your life. So suddenly things are beginning to shift and change that have been stuck for a little while, but they have meant to be. You know, miracles happen within divine design, within perfect planning. So the universe is perfect planning, but expect a miracle, and you won't be able to explain it, and nor will anybody else, but it is to show you the universe's love and support for you. So let's have a look to see what the situation, the problem is, my darling. Thank you for Capricorn. Oh, what have we got here? We've got too many cards. It's interesting. I feel that you had a wish and it didn't come true. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Let's just, because I saw a couple of 2 or 3 cards there. Yeah, you've got the 8 of Swords has come out, and the 10 of Wands. So the 8 of Swords, my darling, is the card to say that you see, 8s are about action that we take, but they're also about obstacles that we are facing as well. And I feel that you have, right now, you're feeling a sense of not knowing which way to go, not knowing what to do, feeling literally like your hands are tied, not being able to see the way forward. Despite actually there being little signs of support, of actually those connected to you wishing to help you, and perhaps you receiving some help as well. But you're also, do you see here, you're on the downward slope here, you're not on the upward slope, and actually you're facing down. So Spirit is saying the worst is over for you. And I feel that because of this downward slope and because of this miracles, you've just begun, because her foot is lifted up, you've just begun that step forward and you're finding things easier. Now, you know, when we start to walk downhill, it seems so much easier than going uphill, but we seem to get faster and faster and faster as we pick up momentum. And that's what Spirit is encouraging you to do. 2, 3, 4, 5. There is still something blocking you in front of you. You've moved past something, you've got past something, and there is something blocking you at this time. And I think it is because I've got the 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck here. I think you feel burdened down by that concept of what you ought to do or what you should do, as opposed to what you want to do. Yes, there is hard work. Yes, there is determination. Yes, there is desire. But when we start to take on other people's energetic loads, or when we feel that we need to make sure that we're heard or we're listened or that we are understood, we take on this burden of, what should I do so other people get me or understand me, or I can explain myself, or I need to do this, or somebody needs to understand this, or I need this person to do this, or I really want this person to be this person for me. All we're doing is energetically loading ourselves up with a burden of disappointment, a burden of anxiety, a burden of stress, because we are trying to control a situation or help a situation that can't be controlled or doesn't need help. And actually everything in our lives is exactly, beautifully, finitely as it should be, as it is intended. So Spirit is saying, there is nothing you need to do now other than take a step forward for yourself. You've already started it. The moment you take that step, and then the next step and the next step, heading downhill, heading downstream, deciding you're going to go for it, deciding maybe you're going to do a sort of roly-poly down the hill and have a bit of fun while you're doing it. The moment you make that decision to do that, this happens, because you're doing something just for you. And also, let everybody else be just who they are. Just let them. Let go of that responsibility that you must affect change, or you must do this, or they must do that. Just let it go. Let them be. Let it go. Surrender it and come back to you. So let's have a look to see. And you can stand up for what you believe in. You can stand up for your values, and you can do all of that. You can defend your position, whatever you wish to do. You can put in so much work, but don't do so much that you've lost sight of where you're going and who you are. Let's move forward and see what the solution is. I feel, sorry, I have to say something. I feel with this 10 of Wands, you're extraordinary. Your conscientiousness, your effort, that determination, that action that you take, the drive that you have. But sometimes I feel from this card that you're forgetting where you are, the beauty of where you are, the life that you're living, your emotional landscape, the scenery that's around you. Again, here, she's on this grassy, beautiful knoll, but she can't see it. Thank you, Spirit. Let's have a look at the solution from Spirit. Thank you for Capricorn. The Justice card. So something needs to be balanced out in your life. something needs to be balanced out. You're so close to some form of fulfillment, and this comes back to this miracle card here. You're so close to finding out the truth of something, balancing things out. You're so close to fulfillment from the heart. But there is something out of balance. And what's happening is, because you are not in balance, the spiritual laws of the universe are responding to that imbalance at the moment, as opposed to something that is in harmony. Okay, but I come back to the miracles. I think I'm getting this image of, again, of you coming down that slope. If you were to tentatively do it, it'd be fine. You'd kind of control your steps. But you know how when we suddenly go, wee, and we go off and we run down a slope, naturally, spontaneously, we are balanced. So I feel it is, don't try and think too much about this, Spirit is saying. Naturally be it. You've got here the wisdom. What else have we got in this card? And I feel she's sort of got this, it's the scales here, but it almost looks to me like the sort of sheath of the sword here as well. I think it's time now for truths. It's time now for some truths. And I feel with this as being the solution card, that you're going to be presented with certain truths, certain things, certain concepts that are going to change this. And we're going to see what the outcome is for you. But expect miracles, but don't let the universe surprise and delight you with those, okay? But you're on a path that you're meant to be on, or you're very close to that path. And things are going to work out for you. The Justice card is also to say that. And yeah, whatever decisions you're going to make, don't make any decisions that come from you leaning towards more one thing than the other. From a should perspective, make a decision from the fulfillment of the heart. Whenever we do a should, everything gets upset, gets imbalanced. When we do I desire, I want, I am inspired to do this, everything is balanced, everything falls into place. I trust that makes sense. Let's look at the outcome for you. Thank you. Star. So suddenly there is this is the miracle. Suddenly there is that coming back to that form of beautiful beginnings of this release and everything that you're feeling. But this is a much more. This is a real sign, your big signs of change, of blessings, of hopes, of transformational times for you. You see she's pouring the water both on the stones and back into the river here, or the water here. This is the releasing of things that have held you back, the heavy weights that have held you back. Here, this 10 of Wands. This is saying, do you know what? That's not me anymore. I'm not going to have that should or could on my shoulders anymore. I'm not going to have the need to be responsible for others anymore. I'm understanding myself. I'm understanding that I feel lighter and brighter. And because the water's pouring on the rocks here, this is to say that there is change that is going to happen with that is going to come through problems that you've had, but also with material things in your life, and also emotional change for you as well. And with sort of Stonehenge in the background, this is to say that there's a very big spiritual transformation that's happening for you too. And you can just see that glimmer of that new moon. So there is the glimmer now of a new cycle for you. I'm going to pull you one more card for this. Thank you, Spirit. One more card, please, for the Star card and miracles. Thank you. One more card, please, for the Star card and miracle. Because of the Justice card being here, and this 8 of Swords as well, and it's all about communication, I feel that you've done, I keep getting this kind of, you're doing the job for others, a lot of stuff you're doing for others. And I feel that this star card is about shifts and changes that you're making in perhaps a work environment, perhaps a change in your life path as well. But it's a big change. And this is a big change. Thank you. Tell me what comes after the star card. Thank you, Spirit. Comes after the star card. Thank you. One more card, please. There we go. Yeah, isn't that amazing? The 8 of Swords that you had as the problem, the situation, changes to the 8 of Wands. Beautiful, my darling. This is you putting your energy first. This is you, where attention goes, energy flows. This is you making a decision to launch something, to it's like you're throwing that at a target. You have a target. You have something that you know you want to reach. It's almost like the bullseye of it. So, and you've reached a point where you have to do that. You have to launch something. And Spirit is saying that all of your energy and all of your attention is going to be on developing whatever the launch of that is, whatever the new job, new experience, new project, the launch of it, that's what I keep guessing, is going to deliver for you. And this is about you, because she's got other ones here as well, and she's doing one here. This is about you developing that expertise, that skill, the conscientious effort that goes into it as well. And you're very, very good at it. So the 8 of Wands, this is the action that you're going to take in the desire, in the manifesting of your dreams, my darling. So there we are. So much love to you. I trust that that has helped those that have resonated. Do check out my daily readings this week. You've also got your summer readings up, and next week I shall be doing the June readings. In the meantime, so much love. Take care and have a great weekend. Bye bye, my darlings.